Exactly 13 years ago, my son was taken from this house. My son was kidnapped by a lady called Cynthia Quarm, Blavo CO Solicitors, and my own brother called Dogbe. They were all working for the NHS Croydon Royal Bethlehem. Not knowing Blavo & Co. had a contract and they didn't have anybody to put there. They had a contract with all the NHS prisons and they didn't have people. So they went on the rampage, kidnapping Nigerians, Ghanaians, Jamaicans, and locking them up in the NHS prisons. As soon as they put you in, they'll go for legal aid and pocket the money. Then they leave you there to die. They leave you there to be tortured to death. My son was taken out of this house, kidnapped, 2007, and sent to medium secure, from medium secure to Broadmoor. 13 years on, my son had been in seclusion. They have gang beaten him, tortured him, stolen his clothes. They've done everything to kill him. A social worker called Pepe came to me in 2009 telling me that I have to make sexual favors with him. I didn't understand what he meant. Shameless Pepe, Shireen, from Croydon Council. This shameless man came to this house saying that I, the mother, should lick his body. And if I don't do it, he was going to make sure my son is dead. He will make sure my son is killed. And that the NHS and Parliament has given them power to kill civilians and get away with it. Pepe Shirini told me that they have been given power to kill any civilian they like and get away with it. That is how powerful the NHS mental health is. So my son was taken away, as I'm saying. No doctors, no doctors. No policeman involved, no crime. No court, no hearing. My son was kidnapped from the house to Broadmoor. 13 years on. I have taken this case everywhere. The government has refused to release my son. Now they are trying to set me up. They sent a social worker to this house to come and assess me, saying that I am not feeling well, that they were going to put me in shelter. Look at me. Which part of my body is sick? What shows that I am sick? I'm a law student. What shows that I am sick? Just to find a way of eliminating me so that they can eliminate my son. NHS dirty game, NHS mental health dirty game. NHS dirty game, dirty game. God will punish you. God will judge you one by one, Broadmoor. God will punish you, God will judge you. What have the black man done to you? Blavo CO Solicitors, Ayeko. You came to this house with Cynthia Quarm. Cynthia Quarm, God will punish you. God will punish you, Dogbe. God will punish you. My own brother, Dogbe. God will punish you. You came to this house with Cynthia Quarm and Blavo Co. and kidnapped my son and sold him to the NHS, including over 1,000 black boys. You locked them up, collected legal aid. And they are still in there being tortured. Some of them are even dead. They are being tortured. My son was locked up throughout this Christmas. He was not even allowed to watch TV. He was not allowed Christmas food, nothing. 2007 was the time this boy was taken. 13 years on, no hearing. Which country will do that? Only Britain. This country has no constitution. For that reason, people just take the matter into their own hands. So much wickedness in the NHS, mental health. So much wickedness hiding behind Article 139. Kidnapping people's children and dumping them in, torturing them to death. My son was gang beaten by G4. 7 G4 S-men gang beat my son 2012. My son, who was rather beaten, was the one sent to Reading Court, and they took a court order that he should be sentenced to life. And I was told it was Mrs. Theresa May who did this when she was by then the Home Secretary. I didn't know G4 belongs to Mr. May. Because of this, Theresa May said my son should be locked up for life. When it was my son who was beaten by the G4 men. 7 G4 men gang beat my son in Broadmoor when he didn't do anything. Now they have put him there and saying that they are not going to release him, that he's going to be in Broadmoor for the rest of his life. My son was taken he was taken when he hasn't done anything. He hasn't done anything. He was taken 2007 when he hasn't done anything. Only because he is black. Just because of his skin. This boy was kidnapped from this house to be sold to the NHS mental health to be used as drug tests. For them to collect legal aid and share it. Ama Cynthia, Quarm, ago, God will punish you. Blavo CO, God will punish you. Dogbe, God will punish you. Broadmoor doctors and staff. Ayeko, God is going to judge all of you. Only 6 weeks ago, you got a man to beat my son whilst he was in handcuff. You handcuffed my son and got one of your murderers there to knock his teeth out when he hasn't done anything. Who does that? Which doctor, which nurse would do a thing like that in another country? If not only this country, if not England, where they are saying that they've been given power to kill civilians. Pepper Sherini said they have been given power to kill any civilian they like and get away with it. Pepper Sherini came to this house, as I said before, that I should lick his body, and that if I don't do it, he was going to kill my son. Shortly after, he got my son to be gang beaten 4 times, all his things taken away. My son was locked up in solitary confinement 90 days. No food, only a glass of water and bread. Since then, my son has been locked up in Broadmoor. For the past 13 years, the boy is in solitary confinement. No crime, no court. No crime, no court. No hearing. I let Mrs. Theresa May said my son's case should not be appealed. That my son should be put there for life. My son is being tortured. No mother should go through what I'm going through. No mother should go through what I'm going through. I went and visited my son on the 28th. They said they are not going to allow my son to eat the food I sent to him. Even the biscuits and sweets I bought for him, they said they are not going to allow him to have it. When he wanted to buy things at the shop, they refused to sell it to him. My son is locked up in a room, a dark room. No TV. Atrocities. Atrocities in Broadmoor. Atrocities in the NHS. Atrocities. NHS, dirty game, oh, dirty game. Broadmoor, dirty game. Wickedness. Broadmoor, wickedness. Abuse of power. Broadmoor, wickedness, oh, wickedness. Abuse of power. Release my son, oh, release my son, Broadmoor. Release my son. Dirty game, oh, dirty game. Broadmoor, dirty game. God will punish you.